In this video, we will be discussing about organizing, and organizing chapter is already going. Beside organizing, we have to learn about organization structure and also types of organization structure. Also, we will be studying in this. First of all, organization structure. What is organization structure? Organization structure refers to the relationship or pattern of relationship between various job positions in an organization. It refers to the pattern of relationship between various job positions in an organization. For example, this is an example of organization structure, where the board of directors are at the top, and below them are the managing director, and below the managing director there are various departmental managers are there, production manager, marketing, finance, purchase manager. Beside, under the production manager, factory and store managers are there. Under the factory manager there can be foreman, one or two or more than two foremen can be there. Below the foreman there can be worker will be there. So this is one type of organization structure. How the various job positions in an organization are related to other job positions. This is a organization structure. One more thing is to be kept in mind that this organization structure is required only when the organization grows. Only when the organization grows or the activities in an organization grows beyond the capacity of an individual. Suppose in a small organization where the single owner is there, you can say the sole proprietorship business is there. There is one person is there and he can manage all the activities of the organization. So there is no need for any other organization structure. Organization structure will not be required. But as the activities or work of the organization grows, as the organization grows, more number of workers will be required. As soon as more number of workers beside the owner, if any other person is required to work in an organization or to run the organization, then this organization structure comes into being. So organization structure is basically required when the activities in the organization grows beyond the capacity of a single individual, or you can say when more number of people are working in an organization, then organization structure will be required. So this is a organization structure wherein various job positions, production manager, marketing, finance, these are the manager, various job positions are there. Below this job position there are other job positions are also there. So how these managers or various managers are related or worker are related to the managers, there is a pattern of relationship. This factory manager is subordinate to production manager. What is the role of factory manager? That will be clearly defined. The role of the production manager, authority, responsibility, that will be clearly defined. So every job position there will be some authority, responsibility attached, and senior or junior will be there. Who will be senior to whom and who will be junior to whom, that will be clearly defined. So this type of structure wherein various job positions are interconnected and the pattern of this relationship is known as organization structure. Now, this organization structure is why it is needed, why it is required. This organization structure is actually required for smooth functioning of the organization. Smooth functioning of the organization structure is required. Now this structure can be of two types. One is known as functional structure. Functional structure. And other is known as divisional structure. Divisional structure. Now how these two are different. First of all, let us see the functional structure. A functional structure is an organization. An organization will be called the structure of a functional organization, or you can say it can be said that the organization structure is functional if the work in the organization, if the departments in an organization are grouped according to function. Various activities, jobs of similar nature are grouped together to form departments. If job of similar nature means, you can say the function of similar nature are grouped to form an organization structure to form a department, then this type of organization structure is known as functional structure. For example, here you can see this is an example of functional structure also. You can see there is on the basis of function various departments are created. On the basis of function, for example, production function, marketing is a function, finance is a function, then purchase is a function. Various functional departments are there. On the basis of functions, organization structure has been created. So production related work are grouped under production department. Under production manager, all the activities regarding with related to production are grouped. So this is an example of functional structure, and this type of structure is actually suitable where there is single product is there, especially single product is manufactured. This type of organization structure is suitable or advantageous where you can say advantage also. Advantage is, what is the advantage of an organization? Advantages of this functional structure where single product is manufactured, this is suitable also, and where specialization is required. It results in specialization. Because there is a specialist manager is there. For every function there is a manager is there, so it will result in specialization. So advantage of this is there is benefit of specialization occurs to an organization in case of functional structure. Now, important thing under this advantage of this functional structure is also there is a smooth flow of information. A smooth flow of information in the organization, because one manager is concerned with one department only. So within the organization, every department is responsible for his or her function. So there will be smooth flow of information within the functional department. Within the same department, there will be smooth flow of information. Thirdly, you can also say advantage of this functional structure is that it results in economy of scale. Economy of scale. Economy of scale results in that because since one product is being manufactured, and different functions are functioning or doing their work independently. So there is no only one production manager is there, only one marketing manager, only one finance manager, one purchase manager is there. So if single product is manufactured on large scale, then it will result in economies of scale. Means more number of goods if it is produced, then it will reduction result in the price, lower cost of the goods will be there. Because if a single product is manufactured in a large scale, then it will result in lower per unit cost of the product. Advantage of this functional structure will also be there. There will be, you can say, clearly defined advantage of this it also avoid duplication of, you can say, effort also. Avoid duplication of effort. Duplication of effort in the sense that production manager will be handling all the production related work. So marketing manager will not be related with the production related work. So there will be no duplication of effort because authorities and responsibilities of every functional head is clearly defined. So there is no interference with production. There is no interference. Moreover, marketing manager will not be related with production related activities, or the finance manager will not be related with production related activities at all. So there will be no duplication of effort in the organization. Again, training of the employees is easy. Training of employee or the worker is easy because since the worker will be doing a single type of work, means production, under production manager only worker who are doing, they will be related or working with related to production only. Their activities will be related with production only. So training of the worker will be easy because only one type of activity they will be trained in. So there will be easy in you can say ease in training, or the training of the employee will be easy for them. But there are some disadvantages of this functional structure is also there. Where there are disadvantages are there, disadvantages is most likely will also be there. Similarly, if in the functional structure advantages are there, there are some disadvantages of this function is also there. For example, first of all you can say it results in functional empire. Functional empire in the sense, this is the disadvantage of functional structure, that is resulting functional empire because one production manager or one mine cutting manager, they will be responsible for the activities of their departments. So they may ignore the work, or overall they may ignore the objective or goal of the overall organization, and they may work, or you can say try to achieve the objective of only their own departments also. So they will not care about the objective of the whole organization. Instead they will be focusing only on the goal of their organization only. Sometimes at the expense of the other departments also they may be working also. It may be possible that they may be working for their own departments also at the expense of some other departments also. So one department may cause some harm to the other department. It may happen. So it results in functional empire. Moreover, since there are various other departments, so there a lack of coordination can take place. Lack of coordination can take place. Coordination in the sense, because since all the departments heads are independent with regard to their function, so there may be lack of coordination, because smooth flow of communication may not be possible because one department is independent of the other department. So there will be smooth flow of communication will not be there. So there will be, if there is lack of communication is there, then it will also result in lack of coordination, and it will ultimately result in not achievement of the organization goal also. Thirdly, there is disadvantage of this functional structure, lack of training also of manager, lack of managerial training. Managerial training. Lack of managerial training in the sense, because each manager is responsible for the activities of his or her department only. So if production manager is handling his work, if production manager is handling the work of production related activities, he will be unaware, he will not get trained in activities of marketing, finance or purchase. So if he is to be promoted as managing director, and if suppose he has been promoted as managing director, so he will be unaware of these activities at all, because he is not knowing any of the activities, he has not managed any of these activities. So he will be dealing, since he has been dealing only with production related activities, he will be unaware, or he will face difficulty in as a managing director, because he will not be knowing the activities, how to manage this marketing, finance and the purchase activity. So there is lack of managerial training, or you cannot train the person. Production manager will not be suitable for the job of the managing director, because he cannot be promoted to some higher level job. The fourth, you can also say there is expense, lack of clarity also. Lack of clarity in the sense with regard to authority and responsibility. Lack of clarity with regard to authority and responsibility. Since although it seems that all the departmental heads are independent of each other, but truly speaking they are not independent at all. They are dependent somehow on the other. For example, you can say the production manager is dependent on the finance manager, because unless the production manager get financial help, so factory manager cannot manage all the things. Finance is required for all the three managers, finance is required. So he cannot do the work independently of the other. So there is lack of clarity regarding authority and responsibilities there. Although they have been given the power to run their own department, but indirectly they are dependent on the work of the other managers also. Similarly, purchase manager and production manager are also related to one another. unless the purchase manager purchases the goods, the production manager cannot process the goods. So it is the authority, you can say the responsibility and authority of the purchase manager to purchase the goods and provide the same to the production manager on time so that processing can be done. So there is lack of clarity with regard to authority and responsibility. So it also results in lack of clarity and responsibility is there in the functional structure also.